Good morning, students. Welcome to Computer Application Lab class for first year students. On today's class, we will be going to discuss about Internet. So, before going to discuss about Internet, first we will be discuss what is that computer network. So, computer network is a group of computers that are connected to each other for the purpose of communication. A computer network allows computer to communicate with many other computers and to share the resources and information. The Advanced Research Project Agency funded the design of the Advanced Research Project Agency network, that is your ARPANET, for the United States Department of Defense. It was the first operational computer network in the world, and the development of the network began in 1969 based on designs developed during the 1960s. Now go for Internet. What is that Internet? So Internet is a global system of interconnected computer networks that use the standard Internet protocol suite, that is called TCP/IP, to serve billions of users worldwide. It is a network of networks that consist of millions of private and public, academic, business and government network of local to global scope that are linked by a broad array of electronic and optical networking technology. Okay, so what is the meaning of Internet? Internet is the interconnection of your computer networks. Okay, so it's a logical based interconnection of all systems or all computers all over the world. Okay, so physically it is not to be attached in between your computer. There is no physical attachment. Okay, yes, in a small network, just like you, if you are having the LAN network, then on that case the physical connection is there. But if you connect all the computer all over the world, it's a logical connection which is get the facility of Internet. Okay, so logically when all the computers are getting connected or interconnected to each other, so there the Internet is arise. Okay, now application of your Internet, where the Internet is applied: communication with other computer around the world. Okay, then on my banking option also, investment, shop for goods and services, download and listen the music, watching movies, take a course, access educational materials, accessories of entertainment and leisure like online gaming, and magazine and vacations planning guides, share and edit document with other in real time, provide into graphic, auto clip and video clip. So these are the main things we are discussing as per application of Internet. Okay, lots of application areas are there. For this type of advantage we are using the Internet. Okay, now what advantages is there? That is your email, electronic mail facility is there. Your information is passed among the users, for entertainment, for programs, for discussion of groups, for online chatting. Okay, so these are the major issues or advantages of your Internet. So for this purpose we are prefer the Internet connection. Okay, next we will be discuss about some term related to your Internet, that is your Internet server. A server is any combination of hardware or software designed to provide services to clients. When used alone, the term typically refers to a computer which may be running a server operating system, but it is commonly used to refer to any software or dedicated hardware capable of providing services. Then go for your web browser. So what is that web browser? So web browser is a software application for retrieving and presenting and traversing information resources on the world wide page. An information resources is identified by a uniform research identifier and may be a web page, image, video or other piece of content. The major web browser are Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Apple Safari is there, Google Chrome is there, Netscape Navigator is there, okay, and Opera for Windows and Apple Safari. Okay, so these are the different web browsers are there. So web browser is one type of software that is used to browsing the internet, okay, or to surfing in internet. You need the help of browser. So popularly nowadays we are using the Google Chrome, okay, or the Microsoft Edge is there, Firefox is there, okay. Now next one is your web page. So what is that web page? Web page or web is a document or resource information that is suitable for the World Wide Web and can be accessed through a web browser and displayed on a computer screen. This information is usually in HTML or XHTML format and may provide navigation to other web pages via hypertext links. Next is your website. So website is a collection of related web pages, images, videos or other digital assets that are addressed with a common domain name or IP address in a protocol based on network. A website hosted on at least on web server or accessible via a network such as the internet or private local area network. Okay, so from this point you know that website is one type of site where lots of web page can be placed. Okay, so whenever you are developing one website, you are having one IP address on your domain. Okay, so you have to publish that website. Okay, so when you prepare that website, for preparing you need lots of images, lots of videos, lots of web page document. So that means that in a single website we are having lots of web page, and inside that web page we are writing all the relative information belonging to my website. That may be the document, may be the image, may be the video clips or any types of digital assets. Okay, then is your uniform resource locator, that is URL. A URL is a subset of the uniform resource identifier that specifies where an identified resources is available and the mechanism for retrieve it. Web search engine, it's an engine. So web search engine is a tool designed to search for information on the World Wide Web. The search result is usually presented in a list of results and is commonly called hits. The information may be consisting of web page, image, information and other types of files. Then next one is your HTTP, means Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Now this HTTP is an application level protocol for distributed collaborative hypermedia information system. It is used for retrieving interlinked resources called hypertext document. Then your WWW means World Wide Web. This WWW stands for World Wide Web, or it can be written also W3. Okay, and commonly it is known as the web. It is a system of interlinked hypertext document contained on the internet. With the web browser, one can view web pages that may contain text, images, video, and other multimedia and navigate them using this hyperlink. Okay, and your hyperlink is in a blue color with underline. So when your mouse is coming to just above of that hyperlink text, automatically one hand mark is display, so that when you click on that option, automatically on into that messages it open another web page, that is called linked web page. Okay, next is your email. So electronic mail is a method of exchanging message between people using electronic devices, and email appropriate across computer network, which today is primarily in the internet. And what advantages we are having? Just like your, it is having too much of speed, cost effective, and your convenience is there. Okay, so now we are able to create one account, that is called creation of email account. Okay, so before creating the email account, you have to double click on your Internet Explorer or your Microsoft Edge. Nowadays the Internet Explorer became changed to Microsoft Edge is there. Okay, and go for opening any site, email site, that is, it may be www.yahoo.com or Gmail or Rediff. Okay, so like such a manner you can prefer any email site where your email ID can be created. Okay, so after opening this one, means you have to write www.rediffmail.com or www.gmail.com, that site becomes opened. Okay, and on your screen you will be getting the home page for, it may be your Rediff site or Gmail site or Yahoo site, whatever it may be. Okay, now click on create account, because first time you are creating the email account. Then it will display a create account form, filling the form one by one. Then click on agreement all the forms and condition. Okay, so after clicking in agreement of all the terms and condition, your account will be created. Okay, then how you are able to send the mail and how you are able to receive the mail. So for sending email or receiving email, first sending, open the email website, for example like your www.rediffmail.com or gmail.com. Click on sign in and type your username and password, which one was created by you previously. Okay, so be remember your username and password, just like your name @gmail.com or your name @rediffmail.com. Okay, then click in write or compose. Okay, so if you click in write or if you click in compose, so these options are to create a mail for writing purpose. Means if you want to send any mail to others, then you have to first clicking on write option or compose option. Okay, then fill the information, that is to subject, and the inside the message box you have to type the message. Okay, so like this format, to, just like I am writing, this one is one email ID, then subject I am writing the appointment letter, attachment, as per attachment. Okay, so one attachment button is also there, where I am able to attach or send any document or any physical file to the receiving end. Okay, so from sender to receiver you are able to send the text message along with. Okay, so text message can be sent through your email, otherwise along with you are able to send any document also. It may be related to your doc file or it may be related to your Excel presentation or whatever, movie, videos, whatever it may be. Okay, so after that you have to click on send button. So then click in send. When you click in send, automatically your message is passed to your target person. Okay, now from my receiving email, suppose think about on my email ID I am passing to this email ID the information. Okay, so if I pass this one to the target on the receiver end, how they are able to open the file and read it. So from your receiver end, you have to click in which option? To click for inbox. Okay, so receiving email. So first again that same, you have to open the mail site, that is your www.readymail.com or gmail.com. Okay, after opening this one, you have to specify your username and password. Means if I got the message from others, then I have to write down my username and my password. If the receiver, means to whom I am sending the email, that receiver wants to think about, you are sending one message to your friend, that friend, if you want to see the message, then the friend can write his or her username and password. Okay, then click on inbox. So inbox is one type of option where all the receiving mails are there. So when you click in inbox, whatever the mails are sended by others, that is stored in that box. So when you click, you will be getting all the information related to receive mails. Okay, and click on any message to open it. So like such a manner you are able to read all the message. So one inbox is there, one sent box is there, or outbox is there. So sent box is nothing but one type of option where all the sent informations are stored. So think about, some letter is sent to others people, other friend from your address. Okay, so if I am sending some messages to others, then if I want to check whatever the letters are sent by me, I want to see all the information, then I have to click in which option? On my sent option. Okay, so this is the major feature of email, where you are able to send the mail and receive the mail also. And chatting is also one type of option is there. That means it chat may refer find of communication over the internet that effort a real-time transmission of text messages from enter to receiver. Okay, so when you enter the data or whatever the chatting information, so in on your any site, if you are go for the Gmail site also, as per Gmail site, it is also having certain chatting format also. Some classroom options are there, some meet option is there also there, where the user is able to chat or pass the information in between them, along with the mail can be sent and receive also. Okay, now I will showing you how you are able to use the internet practically. Okay, so already I am having the internet connection. If you see my taskbar, here the Wi-Fi internet connection is there, along with I am having the browser, that is Google is also there. Okay, and Mozilla Firefox is there, Microsoft Edge is there. Okay, so these are the browsing softwares are there. So whenever you are using the internet, previously on your system, any one browsing software must be installed into your system. Okay, so right now I have opened the Google Chrome. Okay, now this one is also one type of search engine where you are able to search anything. Okay, so think about, when I open this Google search engine, here the home page of your Google. So here now see the below things is already visited site. Okay, now on your search bar you can type the address or the topic related to your searching option. So suppose if I am writing what is digital signature. Okay, so this is my search data. So here it is showing you what is digital signature. Here the relative informations are showing here only. Okay, like such a manner on your other search engine you are able to use and search for any topic. Okay, now here one tab is already open. Now see, this one is one tab. In next tab I am going for searching other things. I can use for the next tab also for searching other things also. Okay, think about, if I click here only and write what is VPN. that is your virtual private network. Okay, so now see, parallelly I am able to search more than one elements in my Chrome. Okay, so in one tab you are searching one topic, in other tab you are able to search for another topic. Okay, so like such a manner you are able to search, and whenever some important things are there, so you can click. Now see, this is the hyperlink text, so one hand mark is there. When you click on this relative page, automatically the next page, web page is open. Okay, otherwise you click the right mouse button, then click on your open link in new tab. Now see, automatically in another tab this information is showing. Okay, clear? Now go for creation of new mail ID. Okay, so how you are able to create your mail ID? Now on your Google also, Gmail also, it is having its predefined Google app. Okay, so here the Google app is there. See my mouse, Google apps are there. Click it here, you will be getting all the app details. Okay, search engine there, account is there, map is there, and YouTube is there, Play Store is there, Meet is there. So regularly we are using the Meet option also. Calendar is there, Google Calendar, Drive is there. So on your Google, this is the main important things where you are able to store all sorts of data permanently into the Drive. Okay, so this is the Google Drive where you are able to store the data permanently for your future use. Okay, but as per this one is your private things, but as per government thing, means on your India, if you are using the Google Drive option, it is a Google based option. But think about if you are storing in a Indian format, that is the DigiLocker option is there. So DigiLocker is one type of storage unit where you are able to store your information, but the space is different. Okay, DigiLocker is related to the Indian country. Okay, so where the state your space limitation is there, whereas on your Drive your limitation is higher is there. Okay, so you can store more data in Google Drive as compared to your DigiLocker account. Okay, I think you are using the DigiLocker account to store your voter ID card, driving license, PAN card. Okay, and all your certificate informations. Okay, you can scan the certificate and store on your DigiLocker also. So because physically we are not moving that physical copies of your certificate or your driving license or your PAN card or your Aadhaar card. Okay, if you place all these things on your Google Drive or DigiLocker account, so if you are moving to other place, no problem, open on your soft copy and show it to your target person. Okay, and here the classroom is also there. This one is also used by us. Clear? Now go for creation of new email ID. So think about, suppose I have to create one email ID, so I am preferring the Rediff. So you have to open rediffmail.com. So when I write www.rediffmail.com, now this is the home page of your Rediff. Okay, now see, here the sign in option is there and create account option is there. So create account means first time whenever you are creating the email ID, that is called create Rediff account. Okay, once your account is created, if you want to open it in the next day, then you have to click on your sign in option. Clear? So think, when I want to create this create account, so how to go inside this create account option? So simple click on your create account option. Now see, this is the form is there. You have to fill up the form one by one. You have to write your full name. Okay, then choose your Rediff mail ID. Suppose think about one person name is Tushar, so you may write tushar@rediffmail.com. So @rediffmail.com is not to be written by you. You have to write only the Tushar. Okay, and if the name is already exist, it is giving you the error message. Again you have to rewrite it. So for example, now see, suppose just I am writing Tushar Das. Now here, as per my Rediff ID, I am writing Tushar and I skip to password. Now see, here I am not clicking in check availability. Yes, you are able to check also. Now see, if I check, sorry, the ID that you are looking for is taken. Means this tushar@rediffmail.com, this name is already exist. So you may choose like such a manner. Okay, it is giving you the suggestions. I may write tushardas.2021. Okay, so if I click this option, yes, then we go for the password. If I write the password, again retype my password. Now see, if it is wrong, then it is showing me the error message. And be remember, your password must be in between your 6 to 12 character. Okay, 6 to 12. Alternate email ID it asks you. You may write this one or you may not write, no problem. So here it asks you. If you don't, then click on this checkbox. Okay, select the security question. Here the security question is there, you have to click it here, and the answer question is there. Then mother maiden name is there, mobile number is there, date of birth is there, gender sign you have to fill up, and you are living in where, and your city, everything you have to fill up and type this code. Then you have to click on your create my account. So after clicking in this option, automatically your account is created. Okay, and your account address is what, just like as per selection of my this option, tushardas.2021@rediffmail.com. Okay, so on this way you are able to create a new account on your rediffmail.com. Okay, now I am not proceed this option. Okay, now back to the home screen, that is your home page is there. Clear? Now think about, already I am having the account, I have to open that account and read the letter. So how I should open? So simple, click on sign in. Okay, so when you click in sign in, it asks you the username and password. Okay, so think about, you are having the username already, if you have created the password you have to assign. Okay, when you click in sign in, automatically it is showing you the next option. Now this account is open and I will be getting, these are the information. Inbox is there where lots of data, whatever the data are there, that is here only. Okay, clear? So this is all about your creation of account and how you are able to goes inside to the mail ID. Okay, and if you want to compose any letter, so click on write mail, because on your Gmail the compose option is there, on your Rediff the write mail is there. So on your write mail you have to go for typing the target person mail ID, means in two box you have to type the target person mail ID. Suppose I am typing, this is my target person mail ID. Here also another mail ID you are able to write. So parallelly you are able to send the same letter to too many people also. Okay, now go for subject. So in subject you are able to write the any important message, just like notes for computer. Think about, I am sending the mail to this address and this is the notes for my computer. So I am clicking in notes for computer. Okay, then here with you have to type the data. Okay, so suppose you are typing here with I am sending, like such a many you have to type the data, just like here with, suppose I am writing sir, here with I am sending the notes for computer. Okay, thank you. Clear? And where is the notes? So for notes you have to click on your attachment, where you have to select the file. Okay, so think about, you have to pass the syllabus or notes of any chapter, so you have to select the notes from your list. Okay, so I am selecting, yes, chapter 5 notes is there. Clear? This one is added to your email ID. Okay, so now after setting up all these things, my finalization step is left. That is what I have to click on send option. So when I click in send option, automatically the data is passed to this address. Now see, if I click in send option, see, the mail is sent to the other person. Clear? Now after that you should log out from your mail ID. So click in log out option, you will be out from your mail ID. Clear? So here you got the idea about the internet, how you are able to search the data from your Google, or how you are able to create the email ID, and how you are able to send the message, okay, receive the message, or you are able to surf or browse into your internet with the help of your lots of browsing software. It may be your Google, it may be your Microsoft Edge, it may be your Mozilla Firefox or Netscape Navigator, okay, whatever it may be. Clear?